Have you ever seen these kind of animations where an image moves but stays perfectly within the frame? That effect is created by using a technique called masking. It's a popular method used by big brands, like here on Samsung's website, to present their products in a more dynamic way. In this video, you'll learn how to create this effect in Maglr. We'll cover what a mask is, how to add one, and how you can enhance it by adding animations. Joey is also trying to stay relevant and intrude in this video, but we'll do our best to mask him out of it. First, what is a mask? A mask is a tool that lets you cover certain parts of an element to hide them from view. You can think of it as a cutout that sits on top of your element, which is controlling what areas remain visible. A mask can take on any shape, from simple circles and rectangles to more complex forms. Second, adding a mask. We'll take this jazz page as an example. Notice how the band members are moving while always staying perfectly within the frame. Even though the mask visually sits on top of your elements, it's important to know that in the layers panel, the mask has to sit below the elements you want to mask. So, to achieve this, I'll add a gray square that will act as our mask. I'll position it over the band members since that's the area I want to highlight. And then, in my layers panel, I'll drag it to the bottom. To apply a mask, I'll right click on the shape and select Use as a Mask. As you can see, something's off. The people inside the mask are visible, but everything else on the page has disappeared. When I expand the mask, you can see the rest of the page hidden underneath it. That's because the mask wasn't placed in a group. It's important to know that a mask grabs onto all the layers above it. That's why you should always put a mask in a group, and also in the right group. So let's fix it. First, I'll move the square into the group that contains the images of the band members. Then I make sure the square sits below the other layers in that group. Now I apply the mask again. And there we go. Only the right layers are affected. And finally, animation. As seen in the example of the jazz band, the image is moving but doesn't leave its frame. That's because we've applied an animation to it. The combination of an animation with a mask allows you to create a dynamic effect. However, when you select a mask in Maglr, you'll notice you can't place an animation directly on the mask itself. But you can animate the elements inside the group that's being masked. In this case, I'll add a parallax animation to each image separately. This allows me to give each element a different acceleration. As you can see, the animations are applied to the images themselves, and they are moving within the frame. It's good to note that it's also possible to animate the whole group, including all elements and the mask itself. And that's it! We learned how to correctly place masks, manage layers, and combine masks with animations. Now you know how to create these dynamic effects in Maglr.